Okay, so welcome to our podcast. This is a little bit different today because this podcast is a spin-off of our radio show. Okay, so we got sitting in front of us and this is very low. This is casual, Larry.
Super casual.
Super casual. You know what's funny is I thought you were gonna wear sunglasses, so I brought my sunglasses. And when you you're outside, you had sunglasses on. So
Same
I was like,
ones.
Boom! I'm put mine on too. Be
Yeah.
like Lolo, but now yours changes. So,
But I can also take them off also.
Yeah, I know. But
So
I thought for sure you were gonna be all big time with the sunglasses on.
No, it's all good.
I know.
I just like recording my experiences. People like walking through my journey of the day.
Yeah. Do you post? Where do you post it?
On my personal page.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I follow your personal page, don't I? Or do I not?
I don't know.
So
That's
with
where
us is
that's where all the good stuff is at.
Larry White, Lolo. Where's your chain? I've never seen you without your chain.
Yeah, man. I came very professional over here today.
Right?
Came very professional. Hey, when I saw the address was on 20th Street in Jefferson, I said, I'm going to leave my jewelry at home. This might be a setup.
Nah. So
I'm just fucking with you.
I know a lot about your whole life, so it's kind of weird to ask you questions because I know so much. But let's talk about. I want to get into Warren Supper Club because I had dinner there the other night, which is your newest venture,
Yes.
right? And then also Sip and Brunch. You moved.
Yeah,
want to
man.
get into that too. But let's start off with how you started in the restaurant business.
All right. Are we starting now?
Yeah, we're on, man, right now.
We're on. We're live. Hey, Lolo's Chicken and Waffles here. Larry White, born and raised right here in Phoenix, Arizona, as you all know. Worked for my grandma as soon as I was able to walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
She put me right to work. And as I got older, I started having children, started having more responsibilities, bigger bills. I needed more. So I asked for the opportunity to showcase my chicken and waffle concept. Started doing chicken and waffles at the house for family and friends. And then once my grandmother gave me the opportunity to use her kitchen, her rule was only family in the kitchen.
But did you use any of her recipe, or you created your own recipe?
Yeah, I did use some of her recipes. However, I probably a little heavy on it, where my grandma lightly seasoned, I heavy seasoned. I really douse it on.
And your grandma's is Mrs. White.
Mrs. White, the beautiful Mrs. White, she's still with us at 102 years old.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's great because you see like Dick Van Dyke got all this news because he turned 100.
My grandmother's sister is 111
What? Living here?
in Temple, Texas.
In Temple? What's the secret? Living in Texas?
Southern Fried Chicken.
Are you serious? She's 111 and she's healthy as a horse?
She's healthy, sharp as a tack, and there will be a 112th birthday in June.
Are you going? Is it a party?
Of course, it's a party.
That's-
It's a party every year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was at the 110th birthday party. I didn't make the 111th, but I will be at the 112th.
Does she walk and talk, or is she in a wheelchair?
Walks, talks, answer her phone, still lives at home. No TV in her house. She just has a radio. That's the way she loves it. She has a caregiver that comes by during the day, make her meals, help her, assist. But when she travels, the last time she was here was probably about 3 years ago. So at 109, she didn't want any help out of a car.
Wow.
Let's say she was 108. She didn't want any help out of a car. And she said, "No, baby, because you won't be here tomorrow. I need to do this on my own."
Wow. What about Grandma? Does she driving and stuff, or she?
Grandma's sharp. She can drive. She can drive if she needs to. We're not letting her drive any long distance.
Right.
But if Grandma is impatient and she want to get to the supermarket, she's on her way.
Is she at the restaurant cooking too?
Of course not.
No, she doesn't even hang out.
No longer cooking at the
Are
restaurant.
you in? Did you take over that restaurant? Is that yours too?
No, I didn't take over there. My little sister did. Kiana. My little sister is running that for my grandmother and my father, and business is still going strong. Thank God.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to South Mountain High School.
Oh, right on.
I am the first graduating class 100% Jaguar. So when I got to South Mountain in 86, they had just changed from the Running Rebels to the Jaguars.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
When did you graduate?
90.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
I'm a Chandler High guy.
Chandler High.
Wow. Okay, so you start sampling recipes in your grandma's kitchen, and then what? Where and how do you get to Lolo's? And where does Lolo come from?
Well, so it goes so much deeper than that. First of all, I come from a family of cooks, right? So I'm cooking at home. Believe it or not, my mother was an amazing cook, or is an amazing cook. Mom's still with us. Don't tell nobody, but my mama's fried chicken is fire, fire, right? But with a combination between my father and my grandmother and my home cooking, just cooking was just something that just came second nature, right? So, when I got my first place, got my apartments and stuff, and I used to cook for the homies and stuff, and then sometimes females would come over and they taste the food, they don't want to leave. I was like, I might be onto something right here.
Is that back in the day? Because you were doing promotion, right, for records and clubs and stuff,
Had
right?
an independent record label at one time, Faux Life Records.
What life? What was it called?
Faux Life.
Faux Life? Okay.
Yeah, F-O Life.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And?
So it was around the whole Death Row theme. They were Death Row. We was Faux Life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we even ended up in some of those same recording studios with the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and we can go on and on for days. We was able to get the Dog Pound on a couple of tracks. We did a lot of production with DJ Battlecat, who is a very known Death Row producer. We did music with Swiss Beats, E40, Little Kiki out of Houston, Roger Troutman. We got the clearance on the Minnie Rippleton track. We did music with Angela Winbush, Christopher Williams.
And it was your label?
Yes, I founded the label in '92.
So
2 years out of high school.
Wow.
I wasn't even 21.
And those you had artists and you were selling product.
I had artists. Listen to this story right here. Everybody's going to love this.
No, that's what I'm saying. I love your stories like this. I remember during COVID, I'd call you every day on the air and have you tell a story.
Thank you. And yeah, you did. So one of my very first artists, I named, first I had a production company called Unknown Productions. And I would do these parties. And then I had a little cousin who was singing and rapping. She'd go by the name of Elwan. Her name is Lawana Hale. And I took a liking to her and said, okay, let's see what we can do. So I spent my money and put in a recording studio and got her professionally recorded, mastered and all of that stuff, and bought her some tracks. And we was putting a lot of time and energy and money behind her. But it just wasn't going nowhere. We kept doing shows around town, but it seemed like we just couldn't get out of Arizona, right? Well, she had 3 backup dancers. And every time we did a show, I made sure L1 had what she needed. I made sure the backup dancers had what they needed. Well, anyway, as time goes on, we ain't making no money. LaWanna comes to me and say, hey, I got bills to pay. I got responsibilities, and we ain't making no money. I got to do something. So she decided to join the Air Force.
Wow.
Well, thank God for LaWanna, and, thank you for your service. She goes on and joins the Air Force. And while she's gone, she's at boot camp. She calls me, Larry, you remember my backup my backup dancer, Adina? Have you heard her song? I said, Adina who? She said, Adina Howard. I'm like, man, I was managing the wrong motherfucker. So Adina Howard was one of the backup dancers, and she blew up about 2 months after LaWanna took off.
That's incredible.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, where's your cousin now?
She's actually living in Texas, and she's married. She's married to an ex Dallas Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
And
which one?
I think the last name is Hardy or something like that, right?
I just did something with a bunch of old Cowboys about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so his last name is Hardy. However, he has a son who is like one of the top football players in the state of Texas.
Oh really?
And now he's in college, and he's at Alabama.
Oh wow.
He's at Alabama.
Where's Adina now?
I don't know where Adina is now, but for a moment she was living here in Maricopa.
But when you were doing the record label, I mean, you had interactions and club nights with some big people like Ice Cube, like they know you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like Cube,
yes.
You were helping them. Like
a lot of people know me. I got a
right.
very
I know. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I like hearing the come up though. Like, I mean, Cube you guys were like working together doing stuff.
Well, not necessarily working together doing stuff. I was a customer. And Q worked as a cashier at a store I used to frequent.
Right.
It was called Fields on 16th Street and stuff.
Okay.
And we used to go to Fields and pick up clothes, and Q would be behind the counter, and he would tell us all these stories about this amazing group he got called NWA. And, us as high school kids in, 88, well, let's say 87, 88, he's telling these this story. That shit is going in one ear and out the other. You're like, yeah, right.
Right.
You right here. You ringing up my stuff, so it's bag it up so I can go. No disrespect, Q. But anyway, yeah, man. Cube was working the cashier, and we would go in there and buy clothes. And
Like, why was he here? Because he was in L.A.
well, you know, from the movie, it's actually, you know, the NWA movie, which
right.
they did an amazing job.
Yes, it was
with
straight out of Compton.
Oh man,
Yeah.
what an amazing movie! Well, in the movie, he's walking home from Dre's after recording, you know, and he gets jammed up by the police.
Right.
And he was just walking home minding his business.
Right.
Well, his parents was like, "We're not going to lose you to the streets. You are not going to be another victim of police brutality." So his parents literally shipped him to Arizona to save his life, just because of all the madness that was going on.
But that's when he wrote After Police, though, isn't it? Or at least in the movie.
No, they wrote that later.
Oh, they were after they got arrested
They
after
probably
that
wrote
club
that
night.
later. I'm pretty sure, like, over time.
So they had, for the movie, they had to cut stuff out.
Yeah, they had to cut
But
it
it
out.
almost sounds like he's got the West Coast version of Fresh Prince.
Pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much. But he literally moved to Arizona for his parents to just wanted him to have a better life.
And then he went back to L.A.
And of course. I mean, NWA blew up.
Yeah, right. Wow.
I mean, he was out here in a trade school.
Right.
He was in a trade school by day, working at fields at night.
His son really nailed it, man, for him.
Oh yeah,
His son.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies that he does, what are they called?
The outside of NWA movie, the Den, something called Den,
Yeah.
Devil's Den or something like that. Yeah.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves, that's it. Yeah,
Den
yeah.
of Thieves. Those are great movies.
Yeah, they are. So then who else have you crossed paths with?
Man, you name it. Who have I not crossed paths
Well, how
with?
about Diddy? That documentary is #1.
Yeah, it is number one. You know, I don't have any famous Diddy stories, but I bumped into Diddy numerous times at the Freaknik in Atlanta.
Oh,
I was
really?
just talking to my family about this recently because we was looking at the Diddy documentary over the weekend. And you know, my wife asked me, like, "You ever come across Diddy?" I said, "Yeah, I met Diddy when he was a nobody. I met Diddy before he released a single album off of Bad Boy. And him and Biggie, they was at Freaknik, you know, same thing. Man, I'm starting Bad Boy Records. This my artist. We coming, you know. And you meet the dude, and you tell him, hey, I also got an independent label. We're out of Phoenix, Arizona. We do whoop, whoop, whoop. We had a little brief exchange, and that was it. That's about the gist of it, my Diddy story.
I had Diddy on my show twice.
Nice.
Phone call twice. In fact, I just listened to the interviews the other day. I had him on in 2010 and 2011, and I listened to the interview. And in 2011, he says to me, "I want to invite you to my party." He goes, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." He literally says that to me on the phone. It kind of gave me goosebumps, right? So, quick story. Before that, it must have been 2005, 2006. Rich and I syndicate our show. We sign a deal. We're going all over the country. We're in Vegas, and Diddy walks in, and I got a microphone in my hand typed to a tape recorder. And one of the things, you know, a liner is when you have an artist say, "Hey, man, this is Snoop Dogg. You're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Hey, this is Brad Pitt. You're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Hey, it's Tupac." You know, and radio stations play that. And so Diddy, my dad is with me, and Diddy comes walking into this place. He's doing 2 interviews. He's doing New York and L.A. And here we are, Phoenix. And I'm like, "Come on, man, let me get Diddy." So I walk over to Diddy and I go, "Excuse me, Diddy." And his security guards grab me, throw me up against the wall, like off the ground. Like I'm off there. 2 guys are holding me up off the ground, right? And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa." And Diddy's like, "Whoa, whoa, put him down, put him down, put him down." They put me down. He goes, "What do you need?" And I go, "Since you're not doing Phoenix," I go, "we just signed the new syndication deal to do a radio show. I was hoping you could cut me an ID for our show." And he goes, "What's the name of the show?" I go, "It's Johnjay and Rich." He goes, "I got it." He takes the microphone. He cuts the most amazing. He goes, "Yo, this is P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, your dad." He does this whole thing that is amazing, right? And I'm like, I can't freaking wait to play this on my show. I run over to Rich. I tell him what happened. And guess what happened? When they threw me against the wall, they disconnected the cable. Disconnected the cable. But I had that moment. I got that moment, and now he's in prison.
Wow.
I know.
So, crazy story. I have never been invited to a Diddy party. However, I never knew all that stuff was going on
Right.
until all of this stuff came out in the media.
Right.
I had no idea about the baby oil and what's in the baby oil.
Right.
But, I got to honestly say, if I was invited back in those days, I probably would have attended.
I was invited,
Yeah.
and it was too late. I didn't want to go. It was too late.
Yeah.
I mean, I kicked myself because I would probably I'd be in the documentary.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I didn't go. So I'm glad I wasn't invited.
Right.
But yeah, man. But yeah, who didn't want to go to a Diddy all white
Oh,
party?
I know. You think about it. I mean, who wouldn't go?
Yeah.
Except, I mean, it was late, and at the time, there's a couple things I've done I haven't done. Like I got invited to a party with a couple of celebs, like Enrique Iglesias, Katy Perry, the Jonas Brothers, and I was like, it was like, it's at 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're gonna go here. I'm like, that's too late. I got to get up early, and I didn't go.
So I got this most amazing story. This is my most recent story. So a friend of mine calls me, and we're good friends. We talk all the time, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to go to Boston to the Patriots versus Pittsburgh Steelers game this season?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "What the fuck I want to go see them for?" Like,
Right.
who cares about the Patriots and the Steelers?
Right.
He's like, "We're gonna be sitting in Robert Kraft's booth."
Oh damn.
And I'm like, so I asked him about 8, 9, 10 times, like, "Are you sure we're gonna be sitting in Robert Kraft's booth?" He's like, "Yeah, man. It's either you want to go or you don't." And after about the 10th time, I said, "Fuck it. All right, you sure?"
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, man. We're gonna be sitting with Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft, the owner." I said, "Okay, let's go." So I booked my flight. I go out to Boston. First time in Boston in my life. And we, black car pulls up, picks us up, takes us to the stadium. It's like VIP all the way. We get to the stadium. We go into this private room. They got badges. Larry Warren White, guest of Robert Kraft.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So I put on my little badge. Excuse me. Pop my collar. So, we walking around on the field like about an hour or two before the game. The guys out there stretching and going through drills and stuff like that. And then they say, "Robert Kraft is holding a private reception in his private reception area. Please join him there." So I'm like, okay. So me and my dude, we walk over there and we go into this room. And when I walk into the room, I might embarrass myself on this podcast right here, but I walk into the room, I'm like, whoa. There's Jay-Z, there's Mike Rubin, there's Jason Tatum. All these fucking celebrities are there.
Wow.
And I'm like, get yourself together. So I had to get my composure together and act like I belong.
I saw the picture of you and Jay-Z.
You saw that?
I saw that. I saw that.
I had to act like I belong.
Yeah.
So I walked off in there, and Jay was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Reached out, shook my hand. We got to laughing and talking. But anyway, we watched that game shoulder to shoulder. Jay, Emery, that's Jay's right-hand man.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum, Mike Rubin, the owner, Robert Kraft, and my boy who invited me, Mr. Willie McGinnis.
Willie McGinnis.
2-time Super Bowl champ.
Wow, man. That's awesome.
That's my dog.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah, man. So what an awesome experience.
That Mike Rubin guy, he is taken off, huh?
Bro, Mike Rubin, dude, that dude is a beast.
I know.
He's a freaking beast.
I'd love to interview that guy.
He's a freaking beast. So, I told him, hey, I would love to come to one of the white parties,
Yeah, he's got different white parties.
Exactly.
Right.
And he said, anything can happen. You got to.
Did you give him your info?
I did.
I was going to say, you're a promoter.
I gave him my card. I say, now I got a 50% chance.
That's right. Oh, that's good.
You
invite Jay-Z? To Lolo's?
Of course I did.
Yeah, okay.
Of course I did. I gave Jay-Z a card. He put it in his pocket. I told him.
Because I know you. There's no way you let that slide. There's no way.
There's opportunity. I'm always in promotion mode. I'm literally sitting here talking to you, and I got promotional cards in my pocket right now. You can.
Let's see. What do you got?
You can never go somewhere without marketing and advertising your business.
Let me see.
So a little promotion card. I made them really nice. Kind of figure if it's nice enough, people keep it.
Oh, I forgot about Monroe's.
Oh yeah, best hot chicken in the world.
Place is freaking great. The dessert. What the hell was that?
The moon pie.
Moon pie. Dude, I've eaten at all your restaurants.
Right
man.
on, man.
Yeah?
So you're eating good. If you're going to eat, make it count, man.
You got Lolo's, you got Warren's, you got Monroe's, and then Birch's Sip. What happened with Birch's Sip? Why'd they move?
Well, the first brunch I said was in the least spot. And in business, you want to start small, just like Lolo started small.
Uh-huh.
You got to see if it's going to work. Are the people going to gravitate to it? Are they going to love it? Are they going to accept it? So we started. It's a brand new concept, just like Monroe's. So we leased first. And, after you see, they love it. Now it's time to go buy a piece of land, buy some property.
Oh, is that what you? Where are you guys now?
We just moved 2 blocks west. So now we're on like 38th Street in Indian School. We're right next door to the Bosa Donuts. We bought the old ticket exchange.
I don't know that remember we're taking, but there's Bosa, there's the pizza place, My Slice of the Pie.
Yep. So we're on the other side, big 2-story white building.
Oh wow. Oh,
and that's the new home of Brunch and Sip.
Oh wow.
Now we got upstairs and downstairs. We also got a Brunch and Sip coming in LA. And it's also going to be upstairs and downstairs as well.
How many Lolos you got now?
Right now we're at 4, but number 5 is on the way. Number 5 is due in February, first quarter of 26 in Houston, Texas.
Oh, right on.
3rd Ward.
Wow. I used to live there.
It's in the Edo district.
That's going to do well.
East of downtown, right across the street from the University of Houston.
Are you still in the airport here?
No, we're no longer in the airport.
Are you still in Gilbert?
No, no longer in Gilbert. We actually shut down Gilbert about a year ago, exactly 54 weeks to this day.
I've talked to somebody who told me having a restaurant in the airport's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, having the airport deal was very challenging, and it was a licensing deal is what we did. So basically, as a licensing deal, if I was to go and check on the store and visit the store and I see something I didn't like, I couldn't say nothing right then and there. I couldn't do nothing about it right then and there. I had to leave, go home, submit an email. Once they get that email, they had 72 hours to fix it.
Wow.
So if I go in there and the macaroni and cheese is jacked up,
right,
I can't say nothing.
Yeah, damn, your macaroni and cheese is good though.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball, and we used to train people, get them over to Lolo's Phoenix, and train them the right way. And I was told these are employees of that group.
Oh wow! Right.
And we can move these people anywhere we need to move.
I couldn't handle that
at that time.
That's your baby.
Yeah. So the people that we train are now working over at Joe's Barbecue.
Oh, really?
Exactly. The people we trained is now working over at Zoyo. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, wow.
What about stadium? You still at the stadium?
Nah, the stadium was a 4-year deal. It was a great time while it lasted.
Remember I helped you?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I needed some help so bad that day. Me, you, and Rashida worked so freaking hard that day.
That's right.
We were so short.
I got my steps in that day, man.
Yeah, we were so short-handed. And
no, because that's like I was leaving the gym, and I'll never forget, you were sitting at a table by yourself, and I go, "What's up, man?" Like, man, you had to fire a manager, you had to fire whatever, and you're short on people. And I go, "For when?" You go, "For tonight." I think it was the Diamondbacks were playing the Dodgers.
Exactly. It was a big game.
It was a playoff, getting into the playoffs or whatever. And I was like, my family's out of town. And sure enough, you picked me up at my house. And we went.
That was phenomenal, man. That was awesome. I'll never forget that.
That was awesome, man.
That was an awesome moment.
Which one of your restaurants would you say, which one is the biggest moneymaker right now?
I'm going to have to say Lolo's, because Lolo's is just consistent business, day and night, 7 days a week. It's been around the longest. We just celebrated 28 years, thank God.
Wow.
And, without Lolo's, it wouldn't be no Brunch and Sip. It wouldn't be no Monroe's Hot Chicken. It wouldn't be no Warren Supper Club. And to be honest with you, without Mrs. White's, it wouldn't be no Lolo's.
You're right. Well, with all the success you've had, I mean, what would you say is one of your biggest purchases for yourself that you were like, man, I hit success. Let me do this. Let me take my family here. Let me buy this car. Let me do whatever.
I still haven't bought my dream car, and I don't know if I ever will one day. Hopefully I can get to that day, but, I just drive a old pickup truck.
What's your dream car?
I would like a Rolls Royce Wraith. I need you to edit that part out.
Why? Dude, you got to have dreams, bro.
Yeah,
you got to have goals.
I got dreams, but man, I want a Rolls Royce Wraith, man. I love that car.
But what have you done? What have you purchased to treat yourself and your family?
My wife is the one that really goes out and like, hey, you deserve this. And she bought me a couple of nice watches. She threw me an amazing 50th birthday party. That 50th birthday party. I just recently turned 54. So
is that the party I was at your house?
Yes.
Oh, that was a great party.
Yeah, and people are still talking about it.
That was a great party.
People are still talking. I was just telling somebody told me the other day, happy birthday 2 weeks ago. And they like, but that 50th? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
That was a hell of a party.
It was a hell of a party. Rashida is an amazing party planner. She loves doing that stuff, putting stuff together.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
What about like your fashion? Because when I was talking about purchases, I remember you had this jacket that I haven't seen you wear in a while, and I freaking love that jacket. I even asked you if I could borrow it.
It's like an aviator.
Yeah, it's is it Gucci or is it what is it? It's a brown one. What is it?
It's Pucci.
Louis Vuitton.
It's Pucci.
No, it's not Pucci.
It had a bunch
why
of
are you trying to
P's
be
all
all?
over it.
Why are you trying to be
It's
all?
a little, just trying to dumb it down, man.
I still want to wear that jacket.
You know what?
I saw you.
Now that I didn't wore it enough, I can let you
Right?
use it.
I was gonna say.
But at that time when I had just got it, at the time when I got it, it hadn't made it to the States yet.
Oh, I know. I tried to buy it.
Yeah.
I tried to buy it.
It was brand spanking new. And for my 51st birthday, my wife took me to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Dubai with some friends. And from Dubai, we ended up in Paris. And in Paris, that's when I learned that Louis Vuitton makes clothes for big guys. Before that, I was only wearing a little scully, a little beanie, or a belt if I was lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I got this one picture. I work out in my trainer. He asked me, give me a before and after picture. So I gave him a before picture. And I was freaking huge, bro.
I was going to tell you when I saw you, you look good, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Got to get into that.
Thank you. I was huge, and he zoomed in on my Louis Vuitton belt, and it was screaming, "Help me! Help me! Help me!"
Hey, if that jacket don't fit you anymore, man, you hand me down to me.
Oh, that jacket, man! I'm smothering in it now. Yeah, man, I'm down 50 pounds.
How'd you do it?
Working out, man, just busting my freaking ass.
No diet?
So yeah, I do intermittent fasting.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah,
so how long?
When I first started, I went really, really pretty aggressive. So I will only eat between noon and 6 p.m. Mm-hmm. And if life happens, you stretch it to 7, 8.
I do 1 to
9.
7.
You do 1 to 7,
Mm-hmm.
so good for you. But so you got a 6-hour window. When I was doing a 6-hour window, I had the biggest results. But now, it's an 8-hour window. I try not to eat after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But since Warren's, Warren's is so sexy, and one of the main things that I did in late April of 24, I gave up drinking.
Oh,
so
good.
From late April 24 all the way to the new year, I didn't have no alcohol.
Still?
Well,
I was going to say, I think I played the Cardinals game, feeling pretty good.
I eased back into it a little bit. However, I'm just drinking tequila straight, none of all the mixers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm a tequila guy. I love my tequila and reposado. But yeah, man, so I did all of that, stopped drinking, stopped eating at a certain time, not even fruit or anything. And I would just wake up in the morning, go for a walk in the neighborhood, go to the gym, and
You drink coffee?
No.
So
I'm a water guy.
Okay, so I don't. My doctor put me on this fast, just like what you're doing, right? And she told me drink coffee in the morning. I've never had coffee in my life. She's like, drink coffee in the morning. It'll help suppress your appetite, makes it easier to get there. So I started drinking coffee in the morning. Coffee is disgusting. So I slam it and freaking not hungry at all. So because to me that was the hard part, right? So from 6, I have a cup of coffee at 6 a.m. and I don't eat till 1. Piece of cake.
You know something else that suppresses your appetite?
What?
A green apple.
Really? I didn't know that.
Green apples.
But then that breaks your fast.
Well, no, but like you said, like if you meal replacement,
Oh, so it's
it's like if you're on the go and you're starving, and you just got to just keep going, and you need a little fuel. A green apple, that'll help.
So you did it. You lost 50 pounds doing it the right way.
You
didn't do any Ozempic or any of that stuff. Yeah,
no
same.
Ozempic.
Now the thing is, for me, what happens is just like it's so funny because what you said, I completely relate to. I had that window, and then it's like, the weekend's here. I'll chill out on the weekend, be a little bit more relaxed. And now since Thanksgiving, I've gained 13 pounds.
Well,
and I see it on this podcast.
Since Warren Supper Club, I gained probably about 20 pounds, where I had jumped back up, and I just like, hey, I gotta reel it back in, and I got that 20 back up off me. So I was down 50. Went back up, down 30 now. Now I'm back down 50 again.
So when you do that, is that exercise, diet, or both?
It's kind of both.
Yeah.
It's kind of both. Just got to take it easy. And, everything at Warren's is so freaking delicious. So I'm over there eating ribeye steaks and butter cake and everything else. But you asked me about Ozempic. Mm-hmm. What I have been taking lately is a couple of peptides.
Oh, the peptides, yeah.
So I got a couple of peptides.
Which ones?
One of my boys turned me on to. And the one that I'm taking on a daily basis is called Wolverine.
Oh, that's BPC 157 and TB 500.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, wait a minute. I bumped into Rashida at a restaurant, and she's with these guys to sell the peptides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my boy, Jay Vega.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I met him. In fact,
Yeah.
I think he gave me his card or something.
I can introduce you to him, and you can bring him in here, and you can interview him.
Because I was talking to him about where I get my peptides.
Okay.
And we kind of had an interesting conversation for a little bit. Yeah, that's right. So
He gave me that one and another one. I don't know the name of the other one.
Well, the Wolverine one, what that does is make your body heal and repair itself, and does amazing stuff.
And then in the morning before I go to the gym, I'm eating the
That's it. Oh, yeah.
creatine gummies.
Oh, creatine too. Where do you get the gummy? I never heard of gummies.
Oh man, I got these.
One Stop.
No, I didn't get them from One Stop. I ordered them online. They look like just.
So you're into health now. You're way into your health.
Yeah, man. Health is wealth, and I ain't getting no younger.
Right.
So I had to do something, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
What are you doing? Anything else? Your face looks good. You get a facelift?
Nah, man. No surgeries.
That's just beautiful face.
No surgeries. I drink a lot of water, bro.
Yeah.
I drink
Me too.
like even before my diet, that was like the one thing I always had going for myself. Water. Especially in the summer. In the summer, man, I'll probably go through 12 bottles a day.
Do you know about the hydrogenated water? Have you seen that?
I think I did see that.
Oh, from here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
I saw it on your podcast.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever? Oh, that's right. You sent me a text yesterday.
I saw it on your podcast.
Wait,
and I was
but have you heard of this before that?
No.
So this is like the health trend right now. But what happens is that this company made these glasses you fill and you press a button. You got to wait a minute. It turns it into hydrated water. It's supposed to be really good for your body. Then they stopped making that. Then they started making pills, and it took too long. Then I found this company in Australia, and hopefully they're coming. They're coming here at some point, right? But he texted me 3 days ago. He said, "How do I get some of this stuff?"
Yeah.
Right.
Hook a brother up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drink a lot of water too, and this stuff's supposed to be really good for you.
Right on, man. So I've been drinking the water called PAF.
What's it called?
PAF. They come in those aluminum bottles.
Yeah.
Either the short white or the tall black.
Where do you get it?
Oh man, I got it at Costco.
Oh, really?
Costco Business Center.
That's good that you're taking care of your health, man, because you got young kids.
Got grandkids.
You got grandkids.
Got 4 grandkids.
And then, and you're raising one of them too,
and
right?
One of them lives with me. My 6-year-old grandson, Max.
How different is that, man?
Oh man. Hey, I thought I was almost out of the game.
Then they pulled me back in. Right? Jeez. All right.
Bad.
Tell me about Warren's Supper Club. I ate there the other night. So tell me the concept behind Warren's Supper Club.
I got to take a drink on that one.
Yeah.
Warren's Supper Club is absolutely amazing. It's a dream that came true.
Yeah.
Of course, we started in the hole in the wall with Lolo's Chicken and Waffles, and we did the best that we could with what we had. Mm-hmm. And we worked hard, but we always inspire to be better, right? So as time goes on, we came out with the high end or fancy chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Monroe's Hot Chicken is 100% organic, no antibiotics ever. It's a halal piece of chicken. We bring it in fresh, never frozen, right? And then from there, we went to the elevated brunch concept. Whenever we're out of town, whenever we go somewhere, whether you're at a hotel, you get these fancy white plates and real shiny silverware when you eat your little brunch or whatever, or you go to a brunch spot. I was like, that'd be dope. What if we offer brunch all day, every day? So there you got brunch and sip.
You got Fruity Pebbles French toast.
All of that, all that good stuff. And then from there, you get that bug, you get that itch, you want more. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what's next? Let's just come full circle. Let's do fine dining. So, we took something from all our favorite restaurants that we love to visit. We done seen you at Hillstones numerous times. We love the ribs over there. Mm-hmm. So, we added some ribs to the menu. We added some spinach dip. We did steak, seafood, pastas. I love pasta. Some great salads. We mastered the butter cake. We didn't ask nobody for the recipe. We just did our own spin on it, and I think we nailed it, and we knocked it out the park. But we did one extra step different. Instead of vanilla ice cream, we top it with butter pecan ice cream. Mm-hmm. Make it our own.
It was good, man. and then you got the band.
Yes, then we got the live band. Julian Stewart and the franchise band, great friend of mine. Me and Julian have been friends for well over 20 years. Believe it or not, I met Julian. He was my health inspector.
Oh, really?
He was my health inspector at Lolo's.
Well, which one was he on the instruments? Was he the keyboard player?
No, he's drums.
He was drums. Okay.
He's drums.
I took my whole show out to dinner there, and when the band started setting up. We're having a dinner, and the band started setting up, and I thought, oh no, it's gonna get really loud. Because I've been to places before where there's a band, and all of a sudden it's too loud, and you can't speak.
That's not Warren's.
No, it was perfect.
Yes.
It was, and the music they played was fantastic.
Yes.
And then our buddy Aaron went Friday.
Yeah, man.
He sent me a bunch of videos, and you had a singer then.
Yes.
Because there wasn't a singer on Thursday.
Yeah, we bring the singers in on Fridays and Saturdays.
And she was fire, man. The band was just, the videos he sent me was fantastic.
Friday and Saturday, we add up singer, saxophonist.
Wow.
We jazz it up on the weekend.
Your sides were out of this world. I had so many of this. I made a point to eat as much of it as I could. The Brussels sprouts were phenomenal. The spicy corn was just terrific. The filet, fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you bring somebody in? And because, you grew up with chicken and waffles.
Which is true.
Right.
So, yes, I brought somebody in, but I like to think of myself as a pretty good cook.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to take all the credit at Warren's, but we did hire a professional chef to execute the menu.
Okay.
But we know what we like and we know what we don't like.
Okay.
So we sat down, we had a long conversation about all the places we like and what we like about them. And he just brought all of our dreams to fruition.
Well, also, one of the things that I think a lot of Americans are missing nowadays, they don't get. My father's from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam, and he always complained that we ate too fast. He's like, you guys need to learn how to dine. And Warren's Supper Club was a dining experience.
Exactly.
The food came out at the right pace, but conversations took place, and the food was delicious. And it was almost like I'm bummed I did it on a Thursday because I got to get up early on Friday, but it's like I didn't really want to end.
Yeah.
We were there for 3 hours.
It's phenomenal, bro.
So at what point, how long do you keep that? When does it become successful, or when do you go, we got to shut this down? Like, is there a time frame? Like,
Far as
is it going well? How long have you been open?
Oh, well, we've been open for a little over 6 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And, weekends are phenomenal. We what's the word I'm looking for? We get by Sunday through Thursday, but, it takes time. Everything takes time.
Right. So you got the time to put into it.
And we just got to hold on. However, we got to make some serious decisions coming into the new year. And if Mondays and Tuesdays don't dramatically make a change for the better within the next 30 days, we may have to cut Mondays and Tuesdays out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But if
How do you do that? How do you increase Mondays and Tuesdays?
Man, we've been marketing. We're doing promotions on Facebook, social media.
Oh, good.
Podcasts like this, always advertising, trying to get the word out.
I think it's great, man. It's in Chandler.
It's right off the freeway.
Right, it's right off the freeway.
So when people hear Chandler, they're thinking we got to go all deep into Chandler. It's literally Chandler, Ahwatukee border.
It's Chandler and Ray. Get off a Ray, Button Hook.
Exactly, you're right there.
Yeah, it's a great location, I think. Real easy to find, and it was just a big
and
park.
And it's definitely well worth the trip.
Right.
When people come, they leave with their minds blown.
One of the things with Lolo's is that there's always, you never know who you're going to see at Lolo's.
True.
Celebrities are there, hip hop artists are there all the time. You never know who you're going to see. Has Warren's had anybody pop by?
Yeah, man. We actually have. We had some of the cast members from a show called Reasonable Doubt on Hulu.
Oh, right on.
Are you familiar with Reasonable Doubt?
Sounds familiar.
Oh, it's a great show, man.
Do they film it here?
No, they film in L.A.
But they came down here.
They came down and popped into Warren's.
I was thinking you got to get some of because there's a lot of ball players live around there.
Yeah. A lot of the Cardinals live in the neighborhood. So Calais Campbell, he's been through there. Darius Robinson, a couple of athletes, they come through and check us out. We got D.L. Hughley, who's going to be in town.
Oh yeah, D.L.
At the end of this month, and he's all over our social media like, save me a plate, I'll be there.
Oh, good.
So, rumor has it that DL will be in the house New Year's Eve.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah.
He's one of the best, man. One of the kings of comedy.
Exactly. Wow. And then we also got some cool people following us. George Lopez follows us.
Okay.
George Wallace follows us. Yeah, man. So it's some people from Hollywood. I mean, I had a friend. He told me he was in Michigan. And he was just out there with his wife visiting her family. And small talk, where you guys from? We're from Phoenix, Arizona. And the people in Michigan was like, man, we need to get out to Phoenix. We've been hearing about this place called Warren Supper Club. Have you been yet? And he had to embarrassingly say, I haven't been yet, but I'll get there as soon as I get back.
That's awesome.
But people in Michigan are already talking about it.
Where do you get this fashion sense from, man? Like every time I see you, always dress pretty cool.
Thanks, man. I call myself being very conservative today.
Like, where'd you get us this clothes?
Shit, where'd I get these at? Big and Tall.
Really? Which Big and Tall? Where do you go?
DXL.
Oh yeah, you get.
You go to DXL, get some nice, comfortable golf pants.
Well,
some
you're
Kohan shoes, and just a plain white T-shirt.
I got to the point where, and I feel like you're not big enough. It's like the Big and Tall stores. I was to the point where I was so insecure, but I was too small for the smallest stuff there, but I kept buying the bigger stuff, and it took a long time for me to morph out of the Big and Tall stores to go to the normal stores. Well, and I still can't find stuff at normal stores, just like you said when you find out Louis Vuitton made big stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But right. I mean, I can shop regular sizes now.
Right.
That's what I mean. I'm almost down to my high school weight.
Really?
Right. In high school, I was 270.
Right.
So I'm 270 now. And
that's great.
With that being said, my waist is down to a 44. So I can go to Neiman's or Nordstrom's and pick up something if I wanted to, but I'm still wearing my old clothes, and right now it's a struggle trying to get a brand new concept off the ground.
Restaurant wise, you mean? Oh yeah, plus
exactly.
you got to try all the food there.
Exactly. So
right.
So I'm not in the market of buying new clothes at the time. So
right.
Everything that I'm wearing it's been in my closet for quite some time.
That's how I feel too. Although I bought some new shirts from the Gap for $7.
Right on.
Yeah, these.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm wearing an older one. I was going to be. I'm going to wear a new shoe for Lolo, but this
right
is clean and hanging, so I took it.
Nice, brother.
So when you talk about these celebrities, because you've had so many celebrities come through your restaurants, do you connect with any of them? Do you talk to them? Who's the biggest celebrity in your phone?
The biggest celebrities in my phone that I talk to on a regular basis, I would say is Bun B.
Bun B, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Bun B is?
I don't think so.
From UGK? Big Pimpin'?
Oh,
Pimp C?
Okay, now I got you. Okay.
Oh, man.
Sorry, man.
That's my dog. So me and Bun B, we talk often. He's welcomed me to Houston with open arms. Right now he has Trill Burger that's going phenomenal. He just opened up his third location. So he's a big advocate for Lolo's Chicken and Waffles, along with Dusty Baker.
Oh, yeah.
2022 Houston Astros
coach.
Yeah, World Series champion.
He's part of Lolo's?
No, he's not a part of Lolo's.
He's excited for it.
He's excited for
it. Is Dusty one of the guys you talked to?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, good.
Dusty Baker. And believe it or not, E40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me and E40 hella cool. So we talk often. And then the last one is Exhibit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, me and Exhibit.
Freaking Pimp My Ride?
Yeah, we chop it up every now and then.
That's dope.
So those are the biggest ones going on right now, unless you want to include my children, because my daughter China, everything she says, she's T. So China, Malaysia, they're little superstars.
Where are they now?
Malaysia's still at school.
At Arcadia?
Last year at Arcadia. And China went away to Tuskegee University in Alabama.
Now, is she staying there?
No.
Okay, that's what I heard.
No.
Because she's friend, her and my youngest son, Dutch, went to school together their whole lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've been all the way since Hopi.
Yeah.
So China went to Tuskegee, and it didn't crap up to be what it was crapped up to be, or whatever. It didn't live up to it. So anyway, she was like, hey, I got to applaud her, because she said, hey, Mom and Dad, I know I made this choice, and if I got to stay, I'll stay. But if you can get me out of here.
Hey, man, out-of-state tuition, bro. Give me, right?
She was like, get me out of here.
Where's she going to go now?
And Mom was like, you ain't said nothing but a word, baby. So, Rashida was all over that.
Right.
Rashida didn't like her going that far anyway.
I know.
But we kind of want to give the children their own choices.
Plus, that's huge for her to take a leap to go that far out.
Yes.
Right? It's not like Alabama's a skip
and a
jump.
My wife says she didn't sleep good. Now night she was gone.
So is she going to come to school here?
Yeah. She's back in Arizona. She's going to stay here for this semester,
Uh-huh.
and then Malaysia is going to be graduating in May, and maybe, just maybe, China and Malaysia may go off together.
Two.
Either U of A.
U of A's, that's where my youngest is.
Yeah,
And
Mom would love U of
he's
A.
having the time of his life there, man.
Mom would love U
Yeah.
of A. However, the girls are talking University of Houston, LSU.
It's still not, that's not here.
Well, Mom's perfect world, U of A.
Right. U of A's a great school.
But
man.
you know, kids gonna be kids.
Mhm.
They trying to get out there and think they know it all.
Right.
So they probably want to get a little distance from Helicopter Mom.
All right, so you got Monroe's, you got Lolo's, you've got Sip and Brunch. Are you going to open more Sip and Brunches?
Yeah, we got one coming in LA.
Where in LA?
Studio City,
Okay.
Ventura Boulevard, 11801 Ventura Boulevard. We're literally 1.7 miles away from Universal Studios.
Now, how'd that happen? How do you pick that place? Like, how do you pick LA?
You know,
I would think maybe you do another location here before.
yeah, I know. You know, I picked LA because everybody that came to Brunch and Sip was like, this reminds me of LA. This reminds me of LA. It's so LA.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you go a lot of places in LA, and it's either they got great food, no vibe, great vibe, not such great food. Well, at Brunch and Sip, we feel that we mastered both of them. We give a great vibe with great food, and it feels so LA-ish. And plus, one of my best friends live in LA.
Oh,
And he
okay.
was begging me to bring one down
Okay.
there.
There's a
It's
lot of Arizona
literally
restaurants
right
there.
down the street from his house.
You know, there's a lot of Arizona restaurants that
course.
branched out and are hugely successful in
Yeah.
LA. And people in LA have no idea that they're Arizona restaurants.
Exactly.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And Brunch and Sip's such a great concept, man.
Thank you.
That's great. All right, so when's the LA one open?
That's scheduled to open sometime in February as well.
So are you flying out there a lot?
Yeah, actually I am.
And Houston?
And Houston. I literally just got back in town last night.
Oh, really?
And, you know, funny thing, when we were, when my wife was going to get China, I was like, I got to be back for John Jay's podcast on the 15th.
Good.
You know,
I'm
if
glad.
it would have been up to Rashida, we would have stayed one more night. But I was like, I got to be back. I made a commitment. I'm going to honor it.
Thank you. The thing about, for me, for traveling when I'm trying to be healthy is it throws you off.
It does.
It's hard to eat, especially there's so much food in Houston. I lived in Houston for 4 years. I got so fat. I weighed 360 something pounds when I lived in Houston.
Wow, you got that big.
I got way big. I dropped 100 something pounds.
Good for you.
It took me a while, but because in Houston, the weather sucks, but the food is delicious.
Food is
Right.
magnificent.
Right.
Great restaurants in Houston.
But I can't think of a soul food place that's popping there. And I ate everywhere.
It's a lot of great soul food places in Houston.
I can't think of any.
And you know, we're not knocking on none of them.
None of them.
We just come in just to join the party.
But like here, there's some great soul food. Right? There's a handful of them here, right? But
Yeah, man.
Lolo's stands above all of them. But when I think of Houston's, I know there's Tony's, there's freaking Good Company. There's I'm talking about restaurants.
Yeah.
There's
This is it.
There's so many restaurants there. Oh God, what did we used to go all the time to the steakhouse there. Anyway, there's a lot of food there. I think at one point in Houston there were more restaurants in the city of Houston. There were like 7,000 restaurants within like 3 square miles or something like that.
Wow.
There's some weird statistic like that. But anyway, I'm glad you came on the podcast though, man.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me, man. This
What
has
else?
been
What else?
phenomenal.
What am I missing out? What else you want to bring up?
Nothing, man. Nothing. You hit it all on the head, and you know, we just ask people to come give Warren's a try. If you're looking for a great steak, we smoke our meats. We put our meats on a slow smoker and get that we get the post oak, hickory, and cherry wood. Smells all up in your meat. Then we bring it in and sear it up at 700 degrees.
You're making my mouth water,
And we
man.
deliver it on a 500-degree plate topped with cowboy butter.
Yeah, it was delicious,
And
dude. It was
once you bite into it, you're going to know.
yeah.
I've never tasted anything like this before in my life.
Look at that. You had your eyes closed when you're saying it. Prayers. All right, Larry White, thanks for being on my podcast, my
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks, man. Okay, so welcome to our podcast. This is a little bit different today because this podcast is a spin-off of our radio show.